Carissa here, and you've landed on Paracord Planet. In this video, we'll be going over our final sign in the astrology bracelet series, Sagittarius. Sagittarians are known for their curiosity and passion for life. Born between November 22nd and December 21st, these fire signs are all about exploring the world and pushing beyond boundaries. Symbolized by the archer, Sagittarians are always aiming for adventure and seeking out new experiences. Their intensity and drive can sometimes make them come on strong, but they're also incredibly adaptive and love to learn. So we went on the hunt for an arrow design that would make any Sagittarius proud. We scrolled through tons of simple designs, but we were inspired by @Paringer-Thomas's The Ripper bracelet design, as it's got just the right amount of complexity to match a Sagittarius's curiosity and drive. Dark blue and purple are important colors for a Sagittarius, as they represent exploration, wisdom, creativity, and spiritual growth, aligning with the sign's adventurous and philosophical nature. That is why we decided to use the colors Midnight Blue and Acid Purple, along with Phoenix Sun to represent the fire of curiosity inside of them. Now let's talk supplies. For this weave, you'll need roughly 10 feet or 3 meters of Phoenix Sun 550 paracord, 8 feet or 2.5 meters of Acid Purple 550 paracord, and 6 feet or 2 meters of Midnight Blue 550 paracord. You'll also need a gold 5/8 inch buckle, type 3 Fid, scissors, lighter, jig, and a suggested knotter's tool. Now let's start. First, adjust the jig to fit the distance around your wrist plus about 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters. Here, I'm going to add 1.25 inches. But this was still quite snug, so I'd advise adding even more. Then attach your buckle. Fold your Phoenix Sun cord in half and pass the fold down through the front of the top buckle. Pass the running ends through the fold. Thread half of your Midnight Blue and Acid Purple through the top cow hitch, like so, and pull tight. At the bottom of your jig, thread the left running end of Phoenix Sun through the front of the buckle, then pass it over the core strand, facing outward. Bring it up through the back of the buckle and through the loop you just made. Pull tight and repeat on the right side with the right running end. Pass the working ends down through the top buckle on the corresponding sides of the cow hitch. Adjust as needed to ensure your core is tight. Now let the weaving begin. Thread the running ends of Midnight Blue through the center of the 2 cores. Take the right running end and pass it over and under Phoenix Sun, making an overhand loop that passes over Midnight Blue. Repeat on the left side. Thread the right running end of Phoenix Sun under the right core and over the left. Thread the left end under the left core and over the right. This should then form an X shape, like so. Thread the running ends of Acid Purple down through the center of the 2 cores, below the X. Take the right running end and pass it up through the right core, above the X. Do the same with the left running end, making sure to include these bottom cords. The ends should be facing outwards at the end of this knot. Thread the right running end of midnight blue down through the center of the right core, below the X. Pass it back up the right core, above the X. Repeat with the left running end through the left core. Before you pull the ends tight, make sure that they are all symmetrical. Then, slowly tighten all the loose ends and repeat steps 2 through 4, alternating midnight blue and acid purple's rolls. Thread the running ends of Phoenix Sun to make another X shape. Thread the running ends of midnight blue down through the center of the two cores below the X. Thread them up through the cores, facing outward. Thread the right running end of acid purple down through the center of the right core below the X. Pass it up the right core, above the X, and thread it inwards. Repeat with the left running end of acid purple through the left core, and pull tight. Repeat the knots until you've reached the end of your core. Something I found that made the process easier was to start each of my knots with the running ends at the top of my jig, like so. Pay attention to the order of your cords. When starting a new knot, it's easy to accidentally work a cord over another cord that it's meant to be under. As you can see, in my first attempt at this weave, I did this here. To finish, begin the next step of the knot that you left off on, but leave the running ends on the bottom of the bracelet. During this step, you may find a fid or lacing needle to be beneficial. To attach your cord to a fid, trim it at an angle and melt for a few seconds. Then, thread clockwise to secure. Unbuckle your bracelet from the jig and use scissors to trim the ends about 1/4 inch away from the weave. Then hold the ends over a lighter flame for about 3 to 6 seconds. Lastly, use a knotter's tool or just the bottom of your lighter to flatten the melted ends down against the back of the weave. And finally, this is how the finished Sagittarius weave should look. And here it is with the rest of its astrology family. That wraps up our astrology bracelet series. We had lots of fun along the way, and we hope you did too. If you made any of the bracelets from the series, we'd love to see them. You can share your core content with us on Instagram at Paracord_Planet_official or on Facebook at Paracord Planet for a chance to have your work featured on our page. Let us know what kind of paracord project tutorials you want to see next. We do have a few ideas up our sleeve, but we always appreciate input from you guys down in the comments. Finally, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more Paracord content. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.